John Legend has found himself in the hot seat after a recent Instagram video ignited a firestorm of controversy among locals in Springfield, Ohio. The Grammy-winning artist, known for his vocal advocacy on various social issues, took to social media to address the topic of immigration, focusing on the influx of immigrants from Haiti and other regions into the United States. However, his comments didn't land as he might have hoped. Instead of rallying support for his message, Legend is now facing a significant backlash, particularly from Springfield locals who feel his remarks were out of touch and dismissive of their struggles. In the video, filmed from his multi-million-dollar mansion in Los Angeles, Legend urged Springfield residents to embrace the immigrants arriving in Ohio.
Hello everyone, my name is John Legend, and I was born as John R. Stevens from a place called Springfield, Ohio. Oh, Springfield, Ohio. You may have heard of Springfield, Ohio this week. In fact, if you watched the debate, we were discussed by our presidential candidates, including a very special, interesting man named Donald J. Trump. Now, Springfield has had a large influx of Haitian immigrants who have come to our city. Now, our city had been shrinking for decades. We didn't have enough jobs. We didn't have enough opportunity. So people left and went somewhere else. So when I was there, we had upwards of 75,000 people. And in the last 5 years, we were down to like 60,000 people. But of late, during the Biden administration, there have been more jobs that opened up, more manufacturing jobs, more plants, factories that needed employees and were ready to hire people. So we had a lot of job opportunities, and we didn't have enough people in our town of 60,000 people to fill those jobs. And during the same time, there have been upheaval and turmoil in Haiti, and the federal government granted visas and immigration status to a certain number of Haitian immigrants so they could come to our country legally. And our demand in Springfield for additional labor met up with the supply of additional Haitian immigrants. And here we are. We had about 15,000 or so immigrants move to my town of 60,000. Now, you might say, wow, that's a lot of people for a town that only had 60,000 before. That's a 25% increase. That is correct. So you might imagine there are some challenges with, integrating a new population, new language, new culture, new dietary preferences, all kinds of reasons why there might be growing pains, making sure there are enough services to accommodate the new larger population that might need bilingual service providers, et cetera, et cetera. So there are plenty of reasons why this might be a challenge for my hometown. But the bottom line is these people came to Springfield because there were jobs for them and they were willing to work. And they wanted to live the American dream, just like your German ancestors, your Irish ancestors, your Italian ancestors, your Jewish ancestors, your Jamaican ancestors, your Polish ancestors, all these ancestors who have moved to this country, maybe not speaking the language that everyone else spoke, maybe not eating the same foods, maybe having to adjust, maybe having to integrate, but all coming because they saw opportunity for themselves and their families in the American dream, and they came here to do that. Some facts about immigrants. They usually do very well here. They are hardworking, they're ambitious, they commit less crime than native-born Americans, and they will assimilate and integrate in time but it takes time. So I think all of us need to have the same kind of grace that we would want our ancestors to have when they moved here, with our Haitian brothers and sisters who move here too. And nobody's eating cats. Nobody's eating dogs. We all just want to live and flourish and raise our families in a healthy and safe environment. How about we love one another? I grew up in the Christian tradition. We said to love our neighbor as we love ourselves and treat strangers as though they might be Christ. So, how about we adopt that ethos when we talk about immigrants moving to our communities and don't spread hateful, xenophobic, racist lies about them. John R. Stevens from Springfield, signing off.
He emphasized the need for compassion and understanding, suggesting that these individuals are simply seeking better lives and opportunities, much like many American families did generations ago. We need to show empathy and provide support to those who are fleeing desperate situations. Legend said in his post, "It's a moral obligation to help others in need, regardless of where they come from." However, Legend's call for empathy did not sit well with many Springfield locals. The video, which showcased the artist in the comfort of his luxurious home, struck a nerve with residents who are facing economic hardship and job scarcity. Many viewed Legend's comments as tone-deaf, pointing out the irony of being lectured on the virtues of generosity by someone who, from their perspective, seems disconnected from the realities of their day-to-day lives. The backlash was swift and severe. Springfield residents took to social media to express their frustration, accusing Legend of being out of touch with the local struggles. Many pointed out that Springfield, like many other towns across America, is grappling with economic downturns, unemployment, and a lack of resources. They argued that the arrival of immigrants only exacerbates these issues, creating further strain on an already burdened system. It's easy for someone sitting in a mansion to tell us to embrace more people when they're not the ones struggling to find a job or put food on the table, one local wrote on Facebook. Some residents also suggested that Legend's comments were a form of disrespect, dismissing the concerns of those who have been vocal about the difficulties they face. For many in Springfield, the issue isn't about lacking compassion, but rather about practicalities. They argue that the influx of immigrants places additional pressure on limited local resources, including job opportunities, housing, and social services. By calling for more acceptance without acknowledging these challenges, they feel Legend has ignored their legitimate concerns in favor of preaching a message that aligns with his own perspective. Legend, originally from Ohio himself, may have thought his message would resonate more strongly due to his roots in the state. He has often spoken about his upbringing in Springfield and has been an advocate for social justice issues. However, this time, his attempt to speak on behalf of immigrants backfired. Some locals accused him of betraying his hometown by siding with outsiders rather than standing in solidarity with those who are struggling within the community. "It's like he's forgotten where he came from," one Springfield resident remarked. "We all want to be compassionate, but we also have to look out for our own." The debate also sparked a broader conversation about celebrity involvement in social and political issues. Many people took issue with what they see as a pattern of celebrities speaking out on complex issues from a place of privilege, often without fully understanding the realities on the ground. It's easy to preach when you have millions of dollars and you're not the one facing the consequences of these policies. A local activist stated, "We don't need celebrities telling us how to feel. We need real solutions and support.